What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Game Nights. The show is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
Now, on this episode, we are playing with the brand new cards from the Brothers War. We have two awesome guests, Lexi McQueen and the return of the professor from Tolarian Community College.
It's an incredible game filled with a ton of really cool cards, and you're going to want to get your hand on some of those cards if you want to build these decks. So head on over to cardkingdom.com/command. They're the best place to go if you're going to pick up any sort of Magic product, Magic singles, or sealed product. And the thing I love most about Card Kingdom is they have incredible shipping and customer service. With the holidays coming up, you're going to want to know if you're going to get your product in time. And Card Kingdom, when they make a promise, they stick by it. They're going to get you your cards on time and quickly out the door in the condition that you want. And if there's anything wrong with your order, they have an incredible customer service team to back it up and make sure that you're absolutely happy with the cards you got.
Yeah, I love that point because around this time of year, it's really important that packages get there on time because often we're buying gifts for other people.
Yeah.
And if you order from a place that you're not sure when it's going to arrive, people can be disappointed. And Card Kingdom always gets you the stuff when they say they're going to, which this time of year is so important.
And when you get those cards, you're going to want to keep them protected by using Ultra Pro products. Ultra Pro sleeves, deck boxes, playmats, you name it. They have all of the amazing gear to make your battlefield look super cool and to match. Not to mention, if you're traveling this time of year and you want to make sure that your decks get to a place intact and safely, put it into one of their Satin Pro deck tower boxes. They have so many great products to put your stuff into, and you can even surprise your friends with a cool new matching setup of sleeves, deck box, and playmat when you bust out that deck you've been doing for a while.
Yeah, Ultra Pro really is the company that Jimmy and I trust our own collections to. If you go to ultrapro.com/command, you can buy directly from them, and it is a great place to get holiday gifts as well. A great gift for a friend would be, if you know they have a certain deck, buying them the sleeves, the deck box, and the playmat that match that deck. How cool would that be? So again, ultrapro.com/command.
And before we get into the game, we have one more announcement for a limited edition product that you can order right now. We have some brand new Game Nights themed sleeves.
Yeah, we spent a long time doing 3 designs for new sleeves, all Game Nights themed. You can see them right now. We have the designer sleeve, the tiger sleeve, it is the year of the tiger after all, and the lotus sleeve. These are all available the same way we usually do them, via Kickstarter. The link is in the show notes. We should say there are sort of 2 ways these sleeves are limited. The Kickstarter has a limited amount of time and could run out, but that's unlikely to even matter because we actually were only able to make a certain number of these sleeves.
Yep.
So we only have a certain number to sell. Once we run out of that number, we can't really make any more. Sleeves are just difficult to produce. And I should say, last time the sleeves sold out fairly quickly. So I would recommend, honestly, like pausing this video right now, going to the link, ordering the sleeves, and then coming back. And yes, please still watch the episode, of course. It's the professor. You don't want to miss it. But these will sell out, and they are very limited. So again, if you like the look of the design, we think it's really cool. Follow that Kickstarter link.
And we're never going to make this design again. This is your only chance to get them. The link is below. So do that right now, and then come back and watch this amazing episode of Game Nights because it's quite a fun one.
Yeah, and make sure you stick around for the entire thing because afterwards, as always, Ultra Pro is helping us to give away a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but without further ado, let's see the outcome of the Brothers War.
99 singleton cards on the deck, 99 singleton cards. Draw your hand, check for 3 lands, 92 singleton cards on the deck.
I'm so glad that we decided to take everyone to the pre-release.
Stop attacking yourself, Mishra! Stop attacking yourself!
Urza, quit it!
How far away is the store again?
It's about an hour.
Urza, quit it!
Oh, great.
You know what's a funny word? Bobble.
Bubble!
Bubble. Bubble.
Dr. Red! Pew, pew, pew.
It's my turn with the Power Stone.
I wasn't done with it yet.
Too bad.
Give it back!
Nope. Bubble. Bubble. Bubble.
I'm not doing it, he's doing it!
Urza, quit it!
Pew, pew. Jimmy, Mishra keeps targeting me!
I'm not. I'm choosing you. It gets around hexproof.
That's not fair!
Urza, those are the rules.
Double strike! Double strike! Double strike!
Bubble.
Bubble.
Bubble! 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 Josh Mishra just ate my battle doctor!
Who's in my airspace?
Give me the Power Stone, it's my turn!
No, it's my turn. You just had it.
Let it go!
Never!
Meddling with powers far beyond your control. You have always underestimated me, brother, and that will be your undoing.
All right, enough. There. Now you both get a Power Stone.
Okay, boys, we're here. Enjoy your pre-release.
Yay!
Gosh, they fight a lot. Think they'll be okay without us?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pre-release. What could happen?
Did you see that?
We saw nothing. Drive. How's it, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Game Nights. On this one, we have a really special returning guest, but he hasn't been on the show for a very long time. He's a good friend of ours and probably the single biggest name in Magic.
Hey everyone, I'm the Professor. I'm from the Tolarian Community College YouTube channel where I have my own gameplay series, Shuffle Up and Play, and I've come back to Game Nights after 3 years to have a great time playing Commander.
And we have a returning guest who absolutely stole the show on a recent Game Nights episode.
Hi, my name's Lexi, otherwise known as Girl Mage. You probably know me from Twitter or Twitch, where I'm currently the Dungeon Master for the all-black Strixhaven game called Strix2. And I am super hyped to be back on Game Nights.
Today we're going back in time to Magic's oldest story, the Saga of the Brothers' War. It's a story of two brothers, Urza and Mishra, and their conflict that consumed the entire continent. With ancient and powerful magic by their side, the two will stop at nothing to destroy the opposing brother.
And it finally culminates in the return of a very powerful mechanic called Meld, when the brothers attain their final form and become the ultra-powerful versions of themselves that they achieved at the end of the war.
So my deck is led by one of the brothers, Urza, Lord Protector.
We will not fail. These lands are under my protection.
My goal is to go wide with artifacts and crush my opponents in combat. With Urza and his metal minions making my artifacts cheaper, I should be able to play a bunch of them early and often. That way I can fill the board faster than anyone else can handle it. And maybe, hopefully, flip Urza into the most powerful planeswalker of all time.
The deck I built is Mishra, claimed by Gix. The plan here is brutal but elegant. Make an army, attack with said army, win the game. So I've got many ways to fill my board with tokens and attackers. Then all I have to do is play my commander and swing out to drain my opponents. If everything goes according to plan, you might get to see some marvelous Mishra melding.
And today I'll be playing Queen Kayla bin Crew.
This war will test our spirit, but our people shall endure.
This deck is built entirely around my commander's ability, so nearly every card in it costs 3 mana or less. That way, I can get tons of value off each activation, wheeling my hand away and filling up my board. Then, once I deploy my pingers and engine pieces, it won't take long to seal the victory.
And the commander I built around is Ashnod the Uncaring. This deck is all about doubling activated abilities that require sacrifice. So my commander can get twice the value off of things like blood and clue tokens. On top of that, almost every card in my deck can sack itself or something else. And with them all doing double duty, my advantage will be unstoppable.
All right, let's fight.
This time, Mishra wins the Brothers' War.
No sacrifice, no victory.
Time to cause an ice age.
Welcome to the table, everyone. As always, it's time to reveal our Ultra Pro Brothers War themed playmats.
Whoa! What was that?
Whoa! You went, whoa!
We gotta keep it.
They look so cool!
They do.
Let's just do the thing one more time. That was great.
Welcome to the table, everyone. As always, it's time to reveal our Ultra Pro Brothers War themed playmats.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, it's a rare scenario these days. We don't have anyone tonight because everyone's been on the show before.
That's right.
What do you do in such a situation?
Oh, it's easy. Welcome to Game Nights.
Only one may stand. All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. I'm gonna draw for turn because that's what you do in Commander, and I'll play a Haunted Ridge tapped. Pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw for turn, and I'm gonna play the backside of an MDFC, an Agadim the Undercrypt tapped, because I also don't have a turn one play.
Yes.
Go ahead, Lexi.
Okay, I will draw. I'm gonna play an island and pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw my card for turn. I'll play a Plains. I'm gonna tap that Plains to cast a Soul Ring. And then I'm gonna tap that Soul Ring to cast a Cold Steel Heart tapped.
now.
As it enters the battlefield, I get to choose a color, and that color will be red.
And here I thought we were just gonna have a nice, fair turn 1 of magic, but no, Jimmy has to do all this crazy stuff. He has 4 mana on the table right now. That means next turn 2, he's gonna have 5 mana. So yeah, he's already the target.
And I'll pass turn to you, Prof.
Seems decent. Untap, upkeep, draw. All right. Snow-covered swamp. And then I'm gonna tap 2 for a Felwar Stone. It's not a soul ring.
That's great.
Felwar Stone is what we call soul ring at home. It costs 2 and taps for 1. Thanks, Mom.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. I am going to play Xander's Lounge, tapped. And I'm gonna play a new card, Combat Courier.
Ooh.
So this is a new card from the Brothers War and fits perfectly on my deck because it has an activated ability that requires it to sacrifice. Because of what Jimmy did, I really kind of wish this was mana ramp, but it does set me up pretty well for farther into the game. And that is all I can do. Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw. I'm gonna play Port Town, and I will reveal planes from my hand so it comes in untapped.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna tap 2 for a Moon Silver Key.
Nice.
This kind of card is super flexible in my deck because it could go get my Might Stone and Weak Stone, or it could go get me a Mana Rock. Either way, I am loving having it on the battlefield right now. That's gonna be my turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw for turn. I will play a mountain. I'm gonna tap 3 mana and cast my commander, Kayla bin Krug.
This war will test our spirit, but our people shall endure.
Already?
Yeah, this is scary.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mana over there.
Getting my commander out on turn 2 is really important because my game plan revolves around wheeling my hand away and just having a bigger and better board than everyone else. And if I can accrue that value earlier rather than later, then I'm gonna be in a great spot. And then I'm gonna tap my Soul Ring and cast in Ichor Wellspring. Wow. When that enters the battlefield, I get to draw a card. And I'll pass turn to you, Prof.
All right, I'm gonna untap, upkeep, a draw. I'm gonna start by playing a Dragon Skull Summit, and then I'll cast Mishra, claimed by Gix.
Woohoo!
So Mishra is scary if Prof gets enough creatures out. He can attack anybody and drain everybody. So it can get to the point where it doesn't even matter if he's attacking me, he'd still be doing a lot of damage to me, and I don't like that. It's not a worry now though, because it's his only creature, so it's a worry for future turns.
Some melding may occur.
Okay. Sure.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never once won a game of Commander on camera, and I don't expect to here today. I have one goal and one goal only: to meld my commander. If I can pull off that meld, then all other criticism about my gameplay is invalid because that will be epic. So I just want to meld. That's it. I am done for now.
All right, untap. I will draw. I'm going to play a Sulphur Falls. Then I'm going to tap 2 and play an Arcane Signet. Then I'm gonna tap that Arcane Signet and my last land, and I'll play a Sage of Latnam.
Pretty cool.
It's nice to have a little bit of ramp, catch up to Jimmy a little bit. The Sage of Latnam, though, is really, really good with my commander. Once Ashnod's out, it will allow me to basically turn any of my artifacts into 2 cards. And you know what I like? Card draw. You knew that already.
Boring.
All right, Lexi, you don't have a blocker, so little Combat Courier is going to combat.
I'll take 1 and go to 39.
And then I will end my turn. Go ahead, Lexi.
I am going to untap, draw my card. I'm going to play a Plains, and then I'm gonna tap 1 and activate my Moon Silver Key. Normally, this would probably be used to get the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, which is a key part of melding for my deck, but that's already in my hand, so Soul Ring it is. I'm gonna activate my Moon Silver Key, and I will find a Soul Ring, and that'll go into my hand.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna play my Soul Ring. And at that, I will pass my turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap and I'm gonna draw my card for turn. I'm gonna play an Arcane Signet.
Okay.
And then I will tap that Arcane Signet to play Gerard's Hourglass Pendant.
Oh, that's interesting. This is a cool card from Jimmy. I haven't seen this on the battlefield much, but the fact that if he is able to sack a bunch of his stuff, which it looks like he wants to do, and then bring it back that same turn, that could be very powerful. So as always, I gotta keep an eye on him.
And then I'm gonna tap for 3 and I'm gonna cast Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh, no, 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 no. I can't lose my hand. I do not want to wheel. I do not want to deal. There's a lot of text on this card. Please tell me the text lets me keep my hand somehow.
Well, my initial thought when he plays this card is, oh God, now we gotta explain it to everybody and how it works. And do I even know how it works?
So, what does Wheel of Misfortune do?
Okay, Wheel of Misfortune. I think everyone writes down the amount of cards they want to wheel on a piece of paper, and then you flip it over and you wheel that much, right?
Okay, so Wheel of Misfortune is a card where, starting clockwise, every person names a number minus the number of cards in their hand that they think they would like to keep.
Let's just see if I can get it right.
Try it.
Okay, so every player bids an amount of life, and whoever bids the lowest will not wheel. If two players are tied for the lowest, both of them will not wheel. Everyone else will wheel, but the player who bids the highest amount of life will lose the amount of life they bid. Anybody who's in the middle wheels but does not lose any life. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Sweet.
All right, everyone, we're gonna secretly write down a number on this piece of paper, and then we're all gonna reveal that number simultaneously, and that's gonna decide who wheels and who doesn't.
My number's 0.
Prof is loudly proclaiming that he's gonna put 0 as his bid, but knowing him, he sometimes just does really unpredictable stuff. So I'm actually a little worried here because I really want to wheel.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
10.
Wow.
Jimmy really wanted to wheel.
I think you just want to like finish the game early, maybe.
Jimmy bid 10 life for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened, but I bid the least amount of life that I could bid and still wheel, and now I'm gonna take no damage. This is actually the best.
You know what? 10 life for 7 cards is still not a bad rate. So, Prof and Lexi, you both chose the lowest number, so you won't wheel. But Josh and I are gonna wheel, and I'm gonna take 10 damage because I chose the highest number.
All right.
So I'll go to 30 life, and then Josh and I are both gonna discard our hands and draw 7 new cards.
I like cards.
I actually have a good hand. I will defend
Same.
it with my life.
My hand is okay. It's especially good for the long game, but the most important part is that I have the Might Stone and Weak Stone. I can't get rid of that.
That's gonna do it for me. Pass turn to you, Prof.
All right, I'm going to untap, draw for turn. Oh, that is sweet. They are going to wish I had wheeled. Something is coming, something big and powerful and dark, the likes of which Game Nights has never before seen. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 1, 2, and 3. Watch out, it's a dragon engine.
Whoa!
Oh, all right. The other half of Mishra already?
Oh,
Unfortunately, it doesn't have haste.
So luckily, Prof can't attack with the Dragon Engine this turn, but next turn, when he untaps, he'll be able to meld his commander, and we do not want that to happen. So I hope somebody's got removal, because I'll let you know a little secret. I do not.
When I picked Mishra, I vowed I would meld him, and I was laughed at. But who's laughing now?
Wait.
We all want
Wait,
this.
you haven't melded it yet, first of all.
Yeah.
I'm closer to a meld than anyone in Game Night's history.
Oh, good point.
All right, look, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna get removed. It's gonna get exiled. Something's gonna happen. They're gonna board wipe. They're gonna team up against me. They're gonna do something that keeps me from doing the one and only thing I wanna do, which is meld. But if you don't try, you will never succeed. I have to go for it. Move to declare attackers. Josh, Mishra is coming at you. When I attack, Mishra will trigger. And then because I have 1 attacking creature, all my opponents will lose 1 life and I will gain 1 life, putting me in the lead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna block, so I will take 3.
Commander damage.
And I will go to 36.
Move to end step, pass.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw my card. All right, I'm gonna tap 5, and I'm gonna bring out my commander, Ashnod, the Uncaring. We care about nothing.
Nothing.
We care about nothing.
I don't know who that is.
Come on, Prof, you never seen The Big Lebowski? Were you listening to the dude's story?
I don't know pop culture, and I don't care to know his little references.
All right, boy, I feel like I might need blockers, so I am not gonna attack this time. Lexi, go ahead. I wish I had a removal spell for the Dragon Engine or the Mishra, but I don't. But the Death Touch is actually important here, because if Prof does get Meld Mishra next turn, maybe that'll disincentivize him a little bit from attacking me. It may be a small hope, but it's really the best I can do right now.
Untap, I'll draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna play Urza, Lord Protector, my commander.
We will not fail. These lands are under my protection.
Nice.
Urza is absolutely amazing because he makes all of my artifacts, instant sorceries super cheap, which is what I need right now because I really don't have a board presence. Now that Urza's out, my artifacts cost 1 less to cast, so I'm gonna play Biden of Thassa.
Thassa, good card.
That's a bad joke. This isn't super great right now, but it's not the worst. I mean, once I get a board and start attacking, well, I'll be able to draw some cards.
The flavor is a total fail. It's from Theros, which Urza never visited. How did he get it? It makes no sense. I'd call a flavor judge if I could.
And with that, I'm gonna pass.
Okay, on your end step, I'm gonna tap 1, and I'm gonna cast Enlightened Tutor.
Uh-oh.
And I will find Library of Leng.
Oh, geez.
And put that on top of my library. All right, I'm going to untap and draw my card for turn. I'm a little worried about Prof's board because he can meld his commander, and when that happens, a lot of stuff is gonna get blown up, but I'm gonna have a really explosive turn, and if everything goes as planned, I might be unstoppable. I'm going to tap 3 and cast Jessica's Will.
Come on.
Oh my God, the people who run Jessica's Will need to put the game on easy mode, if you ask me. If you run Jessica's Will, you are someone who cannot accomplish cool things in Commander without training wheels. I stand by that.
Cards in hand, Josh?
Yep, I have 7 cards in hand.
Okay, so I'm gonna exile 3 cards and add 7 red to my mana pool.
Yep.
So I'll reveal a Prismatic Vista, Hope of Girpur, and Osgir the Reconstructor.
Oh.
Nothing too impressive from these cards, but he also still has 7 red mana, and he just drew a new hand with Wheel of Misfortune, so there's no telling what could come next.
Okay, I will use 3 of my red mana and 1 white to cast Osgir the Reconstructor.
Nice.
I'm really excited to see Osgir because it both is a sacrifice outlet and it can reanimate artifacts from my graveyard. I'm always gonna be discarding things throughout the game and I'm not gonna be able to get everything back, but with Osgir, that completely changes the equation. I will use another one of the red mana and I'll cast Library of Leng. I will also cast the Hope of Girpur from exile.
Yep, seems pretty good. Yeah, Library of Leng is a really smart card in Jimmy's deck because when he activates his commander, it allows him to discard the specific cards he wants to bring back, keep everything else kind of.
So I still have 3 red floating. I'll use 3 of that red and 1 mountain to activate my commander. All right, so I'm going to discard Portal to Phyrexia, Battle Mage's Bracers, and Lightning Greaves. And then my last card I'm gonna put on the top of my library.
Not bad.
Because of Library of Leng. So I will now draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pretty good.
But that's not all. Now I will return Lightning Greaves and Battle Mage's Bracers to the battlefield.
Jeez.
Both of these equipment are incredible tool pieces for my commander, and even if she's not around, I've got this shiny new Osgir that loves them just as much. I'm feeling great.
Bro, look at his board!
It's nuts.
What the heck?
Okay, and then I'm gonna spend 2 mana to equip the Battle Mage's Bracers onto Queen Kayla Bin Krug, and then I will equip the Lightning Greaves to her as well.
All right, stop. We gotta put a stop to this right now. He can discard cards, get things back from his graveyard, and with those bracers, he can do it twice. No. Time to say no. In response to you trying to equip, I'm gonna cast Deadly Rollick.
Ooh.
Which creature are you gonna choose, Prof?
I don't like Kayla.
Oh, Queen Kayla Bin Krug will get exiled, and I'm gonna put her back in the command zone.
All right, well, this is a good development. We've just seen the power of Kayla, and if Jimmy was able to get protection onto her, I think that would be a big deal. So I'm glad Prof's able to remove it before the Greaves get on there.
Oh, okay, this is bad, but I've gotten a lot of value already out of my commander, and now I have this Osgir that looks even nicer in this situation, so I'm not too bummed about this. Well, now that my commander is dead, I'm going to instead equip the Lightning Greaves to Osgir. Osgir has haste and vigilance, so Prof, I'm gonna swing at you for 4 damage.
Not Josh? All right. I do not wish to block. I'll go to 37.
And then I will go to my end step, and the Prismatic Vista will stay in exile. And then that's it, I'll pass the turn to you, Prof.
You didn't destroy my dragon engine, you didn't destroy Mishra. All right.
So Jimmy passes the turn here, and it's a bit of a mixed bag because it looks like Prof's gonna meld now. Nobody was able to remove anything, but now it's probably going at Jimmy, which could be to my benefit.
I'm just gonna hope that Prof is looking everywhere else but me. I'm harmless right now.
All right, I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. Ooh, that's a good one.
Uh-oh.
I would like to Jessica's Will.
Another Jessica's? Oh, geez, Louise.
So I get 7 red mana, and then I will reveal Loyal Apprentice, Bitter Blossom, and Castle Lochthwain. This was some next level gameplay. You see, with my commander in play, I got double the value, and with double the value, I got to use double my skills. Jessica's Will, great card, but truly the sign of a greater player. I have 7 red mana floating, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and use 6 of it for a Morag, Fury of Arkham.
Oh boy.
This is extra bad news. 1 attack from Prof's commander is bad. 2, even worse. I think we might start to regret that we weren't able to do anything to affect Prof's game plan because things are about to get a little hairy.
And then I think it's time for a Dockside Extortionist because I need more mana. Pay up.
Oh my gosh, what?
All right, let's count how many artifacts and enchantments we each have. I have 2.
I have 2.
And I have 9.
So 13? Oh my god.
It's only 13.
Woof.
Only?
Okay, so this went from a like very scary turn into just like terrifying, like are we gonna die type of turn because that is so much mana. Now he's gonna have extra combats. It's early in the game, but it feels like it's already kind of slipping away. This is nuts.
All right, so I'm gonna spend 1 and 1 of my treasures, and then I'm going to cast a Genesis Chamber.
Interesting.
Something that's super easy to miss with Genesis Chamber is that it's symmetrical, meaning everyone gets its effect. So if I play creatures, I get mirrors. And guess what? My deck likes mirrors. Prof, this is a good one. Keep doing this one.
So I'm doing something that benefits everyone,
Oh, whenever
not just
any of us
me.
play a creature, we get a 1/1?
Yeah,
That seems fun.
yeah. And then I am going to spend 2 more treasure tokens, and I would like a Loyal Apprentice. Trigger on the Genesis Chamber when it comes into play. I get a mirror.
Nice.
All right, so then I would like to spend 3 treasures, going down to 7, and being on flavor, Mishra needs to ally with Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor.
Oh my god.
What? So up till now, there was at least a ray of hope that Prof would run out of gas. He doesn't have very many cards, but now with Gix, he's going to be able to draw some amount of cards, and it's gone from bad to worse. And now we just brace ourselves for the meld.
And I have a Genesis Chamber, trigger off Gix. I get another mirror here. I think it's time to go to combat here. Feeling good about my life choices.
Oh boy.
As we move to combat, I get a Thopter from my Loyal Apprentice. And it does have haste. Okay, now it's time to declare my attacks.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna attack you, Jimmy, with the Thopter, and I guess both Mishra and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine all aboard the pain train. Toot toot!
Uh-oh.
So Mishra's gonna trigger, and because I'm attacking with 3 creatures, each opponent loses 3 life, and I gain 3 life.
All right, I go to 33.
I go to 35.
I go to 26.
And I go to 40. And then because my Phyrexian Dragon Engine and Mishra are attacking, they are going to meld and become Mishra, lost to Phyrexia.
Whoa. This is so bad.
Prof's commander sucks. I am trying to build a wide board, and this is not what I need right now.
The power, the power. This has never happened before. I have never accomplished this before, but now they're all going to see what I can do. It's melding time.
That was a morphin' time joke?
Yeah.
That is a deep cut from like a long time ago.
It's morphing time. We did that on game nights? What?
Do you really not remember?
I don't remember.
It's morphin' time.
Okay. First, a couple things happen. I get another mirror, thanks to the Genesis Chamber. And then I get to choose not 1, not 2, but 3 of these abilities.
Oh my gosh, you get 3 of those?
There are so many options on the back of this card. It is very powerful. It's the kind of thing that can close out a game if you're not careful, and Prof is just gonna be able to go nuts.
Oh, so many choices. I feel like a kid in a candy store. I don't think there's any wrong answers here, but let's try and really make a mark on this game. Okay, the 3 modes I'm going to choose are giving everything that my opponents control -1, -1. I also want to destroy those lightning greaves. I don't like them. And finally, I'm doing 3 damage to Ashnod.
So it'll die with the -1 added up. That sucks.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is disappointing because yes, he's attacking Jimmy like I expected, but a lot of the abilities are coming at me. This is gonna kill my combat courier and my Ashnod because it'll get -1, -1, and then take 3 damage, and it's only got 4 toughness. I mean, the only upside is I can get a little bit of value before all that stuff goes away. Okay, in response to those triggers, I'm gonna activate my Sage of Latnam and sacrifice the combat courier. Ashnod will copy that ability because I sacrificed a permanent, so I'm gonna actually draw 2 cards.
Nice.
All right, so everything except Prof stuff gets -1, -1.
Okay, that's gonna kill my Hope of Girper.
And then the Lightning Greaves gets blown up.
Then the Lightning Greaves gets blown up.
And then Ashnod takes 3, and because of the -1, -1, will die. And I will put her into the command zone.
Jeez.
Okay, Jimmy, any blocks?
I guess I'm not gonna block.
All right, so the Thopter deals 2 because of the pump from Morag. But the Meld Mishra entered the battlefield tapped and attacking, so it doesn't get the bonus.
Okay, so I'll take 11 damage, 9 of which is commander damage, and go to 15.
Jeez, brutal.
Don't mess with Mishra.
Just a turn ago, I was like on top of the world, and now I'm feeling pretty scared for my life. But if he doesn't pay attention to me and leaves me alone, I think I have a good shot of getting right back into this game.
And when each of those creatures deals combat damage, Gix will trigger. I'll pay 2 life and draw 2 cards.
Oh.
I'll go to 38. Second main phase. I did not play a land this turn.
Oh my lord.
I do have a land in exile from that Jessica's Will, and I will be playing that as my land for turn. It's a Castle Loch Thwain, but more importantly, that triggers Morag, Fury of Akum.
Oh my.
This is getting worse. This is getting worse.
It is kind of awesome though. I've never
awesome,
seen
yeah.
a Meld creature really ever attack, so 2 attacks is, you know.
But before that second combat, I want to cast a few more spells. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 treasure tokens. And I'll play Bitter Blossom from exile. Then I'm going to spend another treasure token for a Phyrexian Reclamation.
Oh.
Phyrexian Reclamation is perfect because I have so many great pieces on my board. If they happen to go away or get killed, I can just get them back. And it's on flavor. Phyrexian Reclamation, Mishra, that's how you build a deck. And then I'm going to play an Expedite targeting my Mishra.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, well, he needs haste to be able to attack on the second combat.
Oh, smart. Interesting. I hadn't really thought about the fact that the Meld Mishra does not have haste. It entered the battlefield tapped and attacking, but on the second combat, it would not be able to attack. Except for Prof was aware of that, so he cast the Expedite to give it haste, and now it can attack, so it's just as bad as we thought it was gonna be.
All right, now I'll go to my second combat. I'll untap Mishra as well as my Thopter. My Loyal Apprentice is gonna trigger. I get another Thopter with haste, and I'm gonna attack Josh with everything I can.
Me?
You! So the 3 things I'm gonna choose are 3 damage directed at Osgir, blowing up those Battle Mage bracers, and since Josh has 9 cards in hand, I think he needs to pitch 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, swing everywhere else. Go after Josh. Everything at Josh. Don't look over at me at all.
I'm gonna discard an island and a snake basket.
Osgir's already -1/-1, so that 3 damage will kill him. And the Battle Mage's bracers are gonna blow up. Jeez, oh, my game is over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh, he just completely dismantled my board after everything I did the prior turn, and I'm feeling really bad.
All right, so Morag pumps on every attack. So that Thopter gets +2/+0, but everything else is +1/+0, right?
Yep.
So I have no creatures or anything, so I can't block. So I'll take 18. Going to 15. I'm at 15 now, and I'm also at 13 commander damage, which means 1 more hit from the Meld Mishra, and I'm dead, no matter what my life total. So even if I happen to survive, I'm gonna be on a razor thin edge the whole game.
Gix will trigger, and I will pay 4 life and draw 4 cards.
Jeez.
And then we're going to go straight to my end step from combat because that is how Morag works. I pass the turn.
Okay. Holy crap.
I'll try and do more next turn.
In a single turn, Prof just destroyed everything that mattered on our boards, and we're looking pretty weak compared to what he's got going on. Not to mention, if he untaps again, he's gonna have multiple combat steps, and I don't know how we survive that. We need to come up with something, and fast, if we're gonna deal with this.
Fitting holiday shopping into your busy schedule can be tough.
And it just gets worse and worse the more you wait. Malls are crowded, parking's a nightmare, and you still have to figure out what to get.
Luckily, our longtime sponsor, Raycon, has you covered.
Right now, you can shop early, skip the stress, and snag some of the best deals of the season on something everyone will love. Premium audio products from Raycon. Their wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer incredible sound quality at just half the price of other premium brands.
And I actually love giving them as gifts. They're the perfect cool new thing for my nieces and nephews.
In that case, you should check out their 30% off holiday bundles, like the Everyday Dual Bundle with 2 pairs of wireless earbuds.
Oh, that is perfect. One to give them now, and then one backup for later for when they get lost or broken. They're kids, I mean, it's gonna happen.
Nieces and nephews, we're ready for you.
Right now, go to buyraycon.com/nights and use code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. That's 20% off any Raycon product, which almost never happens. Or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's code EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/nights, nights with a K, for 20% off your Raycon purchase. Again, buyraycon.com/nights.
Listen carefully, my child. I, Gorian, have done what I can to protect you. This Fortress of Candle Keep will keep you safe, but I cannot help you keep your hair. For that, you will need a different kind of keep. Keeps!
What's that?
You are young, my ward, but 2 out of 3 men experience hair loss by age 35! And when such a fate befalls you, Keeps will give you a choice in how you look.
Wowee!
Of course, if you're feeling adventurous, bald might be the look you want. But if not, all it takes is a virtual doctor consultation, and Keeps will send medication right to your gates. Results are proven, and treatments start at only $10 a month. But heed this, my ward. Keeps can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so if you wait till your hair is already gone, then your cause is lost.
Oh no!
So stay vigilant, child, and save your hair!
And I did. And it worked!
If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/nights to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/nights with a K to get your first month free. Keeps.com/nights.
I passed the turn.
Okay. Holy crap.
I'll try and do more next turn. So I got the meld. I cast all those spells. I've got all of these cool things on the board. I'm kind of in the lead. I didn't expect to get this far. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. No one destroy my stuff. No one destroy my stuff.
I will untap. So I'm untapping on my turn here, and it is very clear to everybody. You can just look at the board. I don't care if you didn't play Magic and you would know Prof's winning. Jimmy, Lexi, and I have to team up right now to have any shot in this game. But the bad news is if any of us had removal, we would have already used it so the meld didn't happen in the first place. So you know we're starting from a hole that we have to dig our way out of. I mean, I gotta draw removal, I gotta draw it now. Draw my card for the turn. All right, I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna play a Rakdos Signet. Then I'll tap 2, and I will play a Liquimetal Torque. And that'll do it. I will pass my turn. Lexi, we're all counting on you.
Ugh, Josh, where is the control at? I need you to help get rid of Prof's board.
I mean, the good news is that on this turn, I do draw 1 answer, but Prof's board has so much on it that 1 answer is not gonna be enough. So yeah, this is me just leaving a bit of mana open, hoping for the best. Just hope he goes after somebody else, I guess.
Once again, all pressure's on me. I'm gonna draw. And because my artifacts cost 1 less, I'm gonna tap 4 for the Might Stone and the Weak Stone.
Ooh, we got there.
And when that enters the battlefield, I will choose to draw 2 cards.
Pretty good.
So playing the Might Stone and the Weak Stone kinda sucks, because right now I don't have enough mana to meld it with Urza, but at least it draws me some cards, and hopefully it'll be innocuous enough that nobody will remove it. Prof is the problem, not me. Then next I'm gonna play Solemn Simulacrum for 3.
So sad.
And that's a creature, so I will get a Mirror from the Genesis Chamber. And then I'm gonna search my library for a Plains and put that on the battlefield tapped.
Okay, very cool. It doesn't kill Mishra.
I'll go to combat. I will swing Urza at Jimmy.
I have no blocks. I'll take 2 damage and go to 13.
And on that combat damage, my Biden of Faso and Prof's Gix will trigger. So I'll pay 1 life and end up drawing 2 cards.
Cool.
Outside of that, there's not much I can do, so I'm gonna pass it to you, Jimmy.
Wait a second, it's almost my turn. Josh didn't do anything. Lexi didn't do anything. If Jimmy doesn't do anything, I just do what I did last turn again? He's gonna stop me, right? Right?
Okay, I'm going to untap and draw my card for turn. I will cast a Scroll Rack.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's all up to me then to try and do something about Prof's board. This is not where I wanted to be, but here goes. And then I'm going to cast a gamble.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, this is good. My assumption is that Jimmy's gonna go get a board wipe. It's not as good as it would normally be because of Phyrexian Reclamation, but it'll still kind of time walk Prof as he redeploys everything, and that's what we need right now. We just need time. So come on, Jimmy. Blasphemous Actor, Wrath of God, whatever.
So I'm gonna search through my library for this card and put it into my hand, and then I discard one at random. So Prof, I'm gonna shuffle my hand and you get to choose which card. The thing about Gamble is that I have to discard a card at random from my hand, and there's a chance I get rid of the card I tutored up. But with Library of Leng and Scroll Rack on the board, I can actually draw it back into my hand should that happen.
Yeah, he went and dug up his answer, and even if I pick it with the gamble, it doesn't matter. I'm not able to stop him. I knew it was too good to last. The party's over.
All right, Prof.
I'm gonna say you're trying to hide this one.
Okay, so I will discard a Plains.
Jimmy, did you search for a Plains with your gamble?
I did, I love lands.
Okay, Jimmy, show us what you got. I hope it's good.
I will tap 3 mana, and I'm gonna cast a Cursed Mirror.
Uh-oh.
When it enters the battlefield, it becomes a copy of any creature on the battlefield.
Oh no!
This is the perfect card against Prof, because his commander triggers when it enters the battlefield and when it attacks. Cursed Mirror copies the card and it gives it haste. So I'm gonna be able to choose those effects twice and do exactly to Prof what he just did to me.
Jimmy, this is not the kind of answer you were supposed to be looking for. His melded commander can target artifacts. I just want my Mightstone and Weakstone to stay safe, so we gotta talk. Jimmy, hold on, you're gonna copy Mishra, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that I have to kill Mishra so you don't get it.
Whoa, hold up, Lexi. My goal here is to destroy Prof as much as I can. I'm not even looking towards your side of the board state. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with a little bit of a deal here just to make sure that my plan goes through. If I promise to point almost all of it at Professor, will you leave his Mishra around? Because I can destroy it this turn too.
Almost all of it?
Yeah, it's got this -1/-1 thing, so some stuff might get hurt in the process, but I don't want to touch your commander or your Mightstone and Weakstone.
That sounds pretty good to me. Deal.
Deal.
Okay, and apparently Lexi has removal, and since she's done this deal with Jimmy, she still has removal, so whatever Jimmy leaves me with at the end of the day, Lexi is likely to remove. Yay.
All right, Cursed Mirror is gonna enter at the battlefield as a copy of Mishra, Lost to Phyrexian.
Boo!
And I will create a 1/1 Mirror Creature token because of Genesis Chamber.
So you get the ETB on that too?
I do get the ETB on that, so I'm gonna deal 3 damage to your Morog.
No.
And then I'm gonna give -1/-1 to every creature I don't control. And I'm gonna destroy target artifact or planeswalker, and I'm gonna target your Mishra.
Oh, it destroys the whole meld creature?
Yeah.
Not so nice.
Mean.
Mishra did nothing to you.
That's a straight up lie.
All right, so my commander dies.
And then everything gets -1/-1.
Jeez.
And Morog will take 3 damage.
But he's a 6/6.
Ah. Cursed Mirror has haste, so I'm gonna go to combat.
Oh boy. 3 more triggers.
He's the threat.
And I'll swing with my Mishra, and I'm sending it at you, Prof.
Oh.
So it'll trigger and I get 3 more modes.
All right, what are you gonna do this time?
I'll destroy target artifact, targeting the Genesis Chamber. I will do 3 damage to Morog.
Morog dies.
And Prof, I'll make you discard 2 cards.
Boo! I will discard an Urborg, Tomb to Yawgmoth, and a Neheb the Eternal.
Oh man, I am feeling so good about what just happened. Prof destroying my board state was a bit of a bummer, but getting to do the exact same thing right back to him, oh, sweet, sweet vengeance. So that's 9 damage coming at you, Prof.
I got blocks. I block with Dockside.
Sure.
So, Dockside dies?
And I take no damage.
Correct.
Oh no, my Dockside, it's dead. It's in the graveyard. However will I ever get it back?
All right, that's gonna do it for my turn, so I'll pass turn to you, Prof.
During your end step, Mr. Wong, I am going to spend 1 and a treasure to Phyrexian Reclamation, my Dockside Extortionist. He goes from graveyard to my hand.
Wow.
This is gonna be sweet.
Oh man, I was so focused on doing as much damage to Prof as possible that I missed entirely that he wants his Dockside to go to the graveyard. And that means he can play it again, and we're right back in the same spot we were last turn. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, and I pay 2 life, going to 32. Lexi is winning. We should all team up against her.
I disagree. For very obvious reasons. Still so much.
So yeah, almost all of Prof's creatures are now dead, but the problem is that Phyrexian Reclamation. With the Dockside, he can get all those treasures, all that mana, and just redeploy everything.
Untap. During my upkeep, Bitter Blossom triggers, and I get a 1/1 Black Fairy rogue creature with flying. And I lose 1 life, going to 31. Then I'll draw my card for turn. Now, what I'm going to do, my dear friends, is I will cast Lightning Greaves.
Uh-oh.
Indeed.
Oh, crap. This is definitely the last thing I wanted to see, because Prof can unearth his Dragon Engine, which gives it haste, and then he can play his commander, equip the Greaves to it, and give that haste, which means that this combat, the turn after we just removed everything, he's gonna go right back to it and meld and just start the whole thing over again.
So the next thing I'm gonna do is bring out the good old-fashioned Dockside Extortionist.
Pay up.
Oh gosh.
So I will make 17 treasure. Look at all that treasure, but you know, I think I'd like even more. With 7 creatures on the battlefield, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 of these treasures for a Blasphemous Act. Oh no, that hits my Dockside.
Oh no.
Okay. The Blasphemous Act isn't great for me. But the worst part about it is that Dockside is gonna die, and he'll just be able to get it back and get a bunch more treasures. It feels pretty bad, but I can't let Prof get that value again. With Blasphemous Act on the stack, I think I'm going to cast Dispatch. Targeting Dockside, and because I have Metalcraft, it actually is going to exile it.
Oh, thank God. This is good in that it's gonna exile the Dockside before it dies to the Blasphemous Act so that Prof cannot recast it. I wish Lexi would have pulled the trigger on this before blocks on Jimmy's turn, but at least it turns off this loop that we're in, because I think it's unbeatable if he just has Phyrexian Reclamation and Dockside going. So exiling 1 piece is good. Maybe we have a chance.
Okay, so my Dockside sadly gets exiled. And now Blasphemous Act resolves.
Yep, all creatures take 13 damage.
Yep.
And when Solemn dies, I get to draw a card.
The board is clear. The Dragon Engine is in the graveyard. The boots that give haste are ready. I will rebuild that which was taken from me right now. Now it's time to actually get this turn rolling. I'll recast Mishra for 6.
Yep.
So what I want to do is I want to spend 2 treasures on Phyrexian Reclamation and get back my Morag to hand. Y'all wanted more Morag, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I want less rag.
Yes.
You're gonna get more because it's time to cast Morag.
And we still have enough left to unearth the Dragon Engine?
Oh yes, we do. So I'm gonna sack the rest of my treasures, tap Castle Lochthwain, and unearth a Phyrexian Dragon Engine. I actually like what I have in my hand, so I will choose not to do the Dragon Engine's ETB. I will not discard my hand and draw 3.
So he used Blasphemous Act, is about to meld again. We already saw the carnage that happened last time. I am terrified right now.
So I'm going to now equip the Lightning Greaves to Mishra, claimed by Gix.
Hold on.
You gotta
Do
kill
something.
it.
Do something.
Yeah,
Josh,
I gotta kill
do
something.
So if Prof melds and he gets 2 attacks, Jimmy and I are both dead for sure. I have my 1 removal spell though. Problem is, if I stop the meld from happening, he's still gonna have enough power on the board to take out either me or Jimmy. Who do you think is gonna go after? So I'm kind of gonna be dead either way. I can bounce 1 thing.
Josh, I'm willing to offer you immunity.
Wow.
No such thing.
Listen, we saw this song and dance 1 time before
Okay.
and it
3
was
times.
impressive.
I offer you immunity.
1 turn?
1 attack.
What the hell can I do with 1 turn?
I offer you 1 turn immunity, and maybe you'll come up with something better or you're dead. It's win-win for me either way. If Josh agrees to the deal, then I can go ahead and actually get my meld on again. If he does not allow the deal, I'll still kill him, and then I got to kill Josh Lee Kwai. Win-win.
Okay, if I don't bounce anything right now and I let you meld, no, you don't attack me this turn?
No.
1 turn immunity.
You don't do anything to me this turn.
I don't do anything to you. 1 turn immunity.
I think I have
Josh,
to take it because I'm dead even if I do bounce something. I take them.
Come be one with Phyrexia. Be one with Phyrexia.
Well, now it feels just, it feels worse than I thought it was going to feel.
I'm
Yeah,
so dead.
it's always worse than you think.
All right, So Prof and I have a deal. I am going to let him meld his creature, and in return, he's not going to attack me or do anything to me this turn. It's the best I could hope for. With one more turn, who knows? I could draw anything off the top of my deck. You're not out of it till you're out of it.
Well, I don't have any mana or spells I can cast to be able to cut a deal with Prof here. Looks like Prof's just gonna be able to murder me, because we've all seen how powerful my deck can be. I'm just kinda dead.
Go to combat, and Jimmy, I'm attacking you with the Mishra and the Dragon Engine. I also have 2 triggers, one off of Mishra and then the meld.
Everybody takes 2, and you gain 2?
Everyone takes 2, I gain 2. And now I'm going to meld into Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. Whoa!
This feels like a gut punch, honestly. I want to meld so bad. I'm so mad that he got to do it 2 times, and I got to do it 0 times. This is unfair, okay?
I'm going to destroy the Might Stone and the Weak Stone.
No, I was so close.
Lexi, I also would like you to discard 2 cards.
I'm gonna get rid of Irrigated Farmland and an island.
And Jimmy, I'm gonna deal 3 damage to your face.
All right, going to blocks. I don't have any blockers. I will take all that damage and die to Mishra.
You got steamrolled.
And then I died to a really big magic card.
So it's turn 6, and Jimmy's knocked out. It felt like we weren't keeping up when it was 3v1, and now it's down to 2v1. So normally I'm happy that Jimmy's knocked out of the game, but in this case, I feel like I'm gonna miss his help.
Second main, I have a land that I'd like to play, and that triggers Morag.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. With Jimmy out of the way, it's time to wreck Lexi with attack phase number 2. Now, Mishra, of course, does not have the ability to attack without haste, so I'm going to put some of these Greaves on the Dragon Engine.
Now you bounce it, Josh.
Come on, you
I'm
got
considering it.
Do it, do it, do it.
What?
We made the deal that I wouldn't do it. I would let you meld. I did let you meld.
No, that wasn't the deal.
I literally laid it out. I said, if I let you meld right now and I don't bounce anything.
That's treachery. That's going back on the deal. That's breaking the deal.
Not the deal.
The deal was you'd leave me alone. The deal was you'd leave me alone.
No, your deal was you would leave him alone.
Yeah. This is some real chicanery. He's going back on his word. He's gonna use his removal spell to remove it. He was supposed to wait a turn. We had a deal.
So, just gotta check with our lawyers really quickly here. Remember, we promised to allow Prof to meld. Has he melded? Check, yes he has. That's it. That was the only term of the deal. I let him meld. Now I can do what I want, and I don't want him to have the lightning greaves on that meld creature.
I feel like I got dirty done.
In your mind, our deal was what? I don't do anything to you?
I demand right now you replay the moment.
Okay, if I don't bounce anything right now and I let you meld, no, you don't attack me this turn?
No. 1 turn immunity.
You don't do anything to me this turn.
I don't do anything to you. 1 turn immunity.
I take them.
Come be one with Phyrexia. Be one with Phyrexia.
I very much worded it carefully.
What was I thinking?
Prof just fell into the classic trap of not well defining the terms he wanted for his end of the deal. I didn't say I would never touch the creature again.
It's still a deception. It's still not good sportsmanship. I personally think it goes against the spirit of Commander. I think he should have been more straightforward with me. It's not about tricking your opponent into making a deal. You should be honest about what you intend to do. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I'll get him. Can you sleep at night? That's what I want to know. Can you sleep
like
at night?
Like a baby.
All right, I'm gonna capsize without buyback the Mishra before the Greaves equip.
That's lame.
Prof's kind of mad about it, and I get it. I don't think it's gonna matter that much though, because look at my board. What am I gonna do? Probably just take 1 more turn and then die, which was what was gonna happen under what he understood the terms to be.
I am going to put those boots on Morag. I'm gonna move to my second combat phase, and like a true, honorable Commander player who understands it's a casual game that you play with friends for fun, I attack Lexi for 7 damage.
I have no blockers, so I'll go to 25.
All right. Off.
There's not much more I can do for now, so I will pass the turn to the Deceiver. Okay, so as mad as I am about Josh kind of being deceitful with his word, it isn't the worst thing to happen. I'm in a great position here. I've eliminated Jimmy, and Lexi or Josh is probably going to be next. And my meld cards are still in my hand, so I can replay them next turn, but it's no longer about melding. Now it's about winning.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. I guess I am just going to tap 7 and bring back Ashnod, the Uncaring.
On flavor.
All right, then I'm going to play Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer, because he might need to block.
Ooh.
Yeah, everything's going great. So, Ashnod has Death Touch, and Ragavan can block. And on board right now, that means that Prof can't kill me. And that's really all I'm looking for. He does have to think about Lexi. He can't just run things into my Death Toucher too, so I can disincentivize attacking me. That's another way to buy myself some time. Then I'm gonna play Urza's Bauble.
That's mine. It's supposed to be for me.
It is yours.
Then I'm gonna crack Urza's Bauble, and Ashnod will copy that ability. So Prof, I would like to look at a random card from your hand.
Okay, these are my 3 cards.
Which one's your commander?
Yeah,
Let's just dice roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get to look at the last one. Oh, interesting, the one I didn't know. And then I'll do that again. Cool. All right, then I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay, untap.
All right, during your upkeep, my Urza's Bauble will trigger. So I will draw 2 cards. I do want to talk about the Urza's Bauble because it's a 0 mana draw 2 with my commander out, and how sweet is that? At this point in the game, it matters very little, but still cool, right? That's like better than Ancestral Recall.
Draw my card for turn. All right, I'm gonna play Efficient Construction.
All right, nice. A little bit of setup.
And then, it's so sad, but I think I have to pass turn.
To me? Oh, Jimmy's dead. Okay.
I am leaving a bunch of mana up, and I've got an instant speed play, so even though I didn't play that much this turn, maybe this will scare him and leave me alone. Here's hoping.
During your end step, I would like to tap 2 Phyrexian Reclamation, pay 2 life, go to 29, and I'll put Neheb the Eternal in my hand.
Yikes.
Move to untap. I have Bitter Blossom trigger. I lose 1 life, get a fairy token. I think that is very, very nice. Now I draw for turn. All right, let's do some things. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to pay 5 for Neheb the Eternal.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens.
What's great about Neheb is I get a bunch of mana, and because of Afflict, it makes it very, very difficult for anyone to actually block. I'm so far ahead of the 2 of them. It is within my grasp to win on game nights. All right, so now I'd like to go ahead and attach my Lightning Greaves to Neheb. So now Neheb has haste, and I do believe it's time to declare attackers. Sorry, Lexi, but because of that Death Touch, at least for this first combat, I am going to have to attack you. So Morag and Neheb are coming your way. And because this is the first time both of them have attacked this turn, they each get +1 power.
Yikes.
All right, in response to your declaring of attackers, I'm gonna cast Research Thief.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, flash.
And when I cast that, I will get a Thopter because of Efficient Construction.
Okay, got 2 blockers now.
Yep. This is what I left my mana up for, and it's not great, but it makes a Thopter that can block, so I think I'm gonna do that. I will block Morag with the Thopter, and I will not block Neheb.
Okay, go to damage.
My Thopter dies, and I take 5, going to 20.
Move to second main. Neheb will trigger, and I get 5 red mana in my mana pool, which is pretty sweet. Didn't play a land this turn. I'm going to play a Sulphurous Springs.
Yep.
Ugh.
Trigger Morag.
Landfall trigger.
I was hoping he didn't have a land.
I know.
Because when I looked at the other card, it was not a land, so he must have drawn one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next I'm going to cast Mishra, claimed by Gix. I have 2 floating red mana from Neheb. I'll cast Phyrexian Dragon Engine. And I'll use the rest of my floating mana to do that, plus the Felwar Stone.
But you can't give both of them haste right now.
No, unfortunately. Move to second attack phase, these untap.
Yep.
They then are coming at you, Josh Lee Kwai.
Okay.
On attack, Mishra will trigger for 2.
Oh, crap. Yep. So we both take 2 and you gain 2?
Yeah. And I go back up to 30 life points.
Yeah.
I have to block one of them because I'm going to die otherwise. Here's the thing. If I block Ashnod on Morag, the Death Touch will trade, but for Phyrexian Reclamation, he can just get it back. So it feels better for me to just throw away the Ragavan, not worth a lot in this instance, and hope I can draw some sort of synergy piece that goes with my commander that can do something. I'm just gonna block Morag with Ragavan, that poor monkey.
The monkey dies.
And I take 6 from Neheb. and I go to 5. I'm just gonna die to the Mishra trigger.
Yeah, because you can swing with 5 creatures next turn.
Yeah.
All right, so I can meld next turn. I've got creatures on board. Both of them are at a very, very low life total. Josh is likely gonna go whether I attack him or not. Thanks to Mishra, I love where I'm sitting. And then I'll end the turn.
All right.
Holy moly.
Good luck, Josh Lee Kwai.
Thank you. We'll untap all my stuff. I will draw my card. So I draw my card for turn, and it's not a board wipe. I don't think I have any combination of cards left that are gonna allow me to survive another turn. But maybe I can do enough to prof to give Lexi a fighting chance? We'll see. This card got a little worse when Jimmy died. I'll play Ethereal Investigator. It investigates for the number of opponents I have.
Okay.
And now that I only have 2, I get 2 clues.
Get a clue.
All right, I'm going to then tap 3, and I will play Mayhem Devil.
Ooh. Oh.
And then I will pay 2 mana and crack one of my clue tokens. And because of my commander, that'll make me draw 2 cards.
Nice.
That'll also trigger my Mayhem Devil. I'll deal 1 damage to your Fairy Rogue prof.
That wasn't very nice.
And then Ethereal Investigator will also trigger because I drew my second card for this turn. I will create a 1/1 flyer. I got 4 blockers.
That's great.
And then I'm gonna play Bojuko Bog. And prof, I will exile your graveyard.
What? Aw. All right, my whole graveyard gets exiled.
Cool.
That bog stinks. See what I did there? But I'm not too concerned. I've got everything I need on the board. I should be fine.
Lexi, you got this, right? Yeah, I believe. Go ahead, you got this. And now, that's kind of it. I just resigned myself to the fact that Prof is gonna knock me out almost on accident. Can Lexi do anything here, though, to stop him in his tracks?
I will go to combat and I will swing Research Thief at Prof for 3. So I'm attacking right now so that I can just draw some cards and hopefully I'll draw some removal.
No effects, no blocks. I'll take 3, go into 27.
That's gonna trigger my Research Thief and Biden of Thassa, so I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Sadly, I didn't draw any removal, so I'm just gonna put as many things out on the board, fend off Prof as much as I can, and try to live for 1 more turn. It ain't much, but it's honest work. So first, I'm gonna cast Foundry Inspector, which will make my artifact spells 1 less to cast. And that's gonna trigger Efficient Construction, giving me a Thopter. And then I'm gonna cast Bronze Guardian. That's gonna give me another Thopter. And that'll cost 1 less because of the discount from Foundry Inspector.
Cool.
So now I'm gonna tap 3 artifacts and 2 of my lands to improvise out Kappa Cannoneer.
Not bad.
On cast, I get another Thopter, but that enters before Kappa Cannoneer, so it won't get a counter.
It's still a pretty good turn.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
It's something.
Okay, well, Lexi is able to deploy an impressive amount of stuff here. She has a lot of blockers on her side of the battlefield. Maybe she can live here. Maybe she can get 1 more turn. It's gonna be close.
That's it for me. I passed a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna tap all my stuff. So much stuff. Upkeep, I get a fairy, lose 1 life. Going to 26, draw for turn. All right, let's start here. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 for a Professional Face Breaker.
I love that card.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this Professional Face Breaker some boots.
Oh.
So, move to declare attackers. Everything that can attack is going at Lexi. All right, I'm gonna swing everything in at Lexi because with the Mishra trigger, Josh just dies and I can live with that, but Josh can't. So Mishra's going to trigger, sorry Josh, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures coming at Lexi. So each of you loses 5 life. Josh, what's your life total at?
5.
Ah, well oh, I'm sorry, you know what? Kids, this is why lying never pays off.
Feels a little disrespectful to just incidentally die to a trigger and be ignored. How many attackers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now I gain 5, going to 31.
And I'm gonna go to 13.
And the meld happens again.
That is bad.
Mishra, lost to Phyrexia, enters the battlefield again. I am picking -1/-1 to all creatures, Thari Thopters.
Come on.
I'm also going to blow up the Bronze Guardian.
Don't forget it has Ward 2.
That's okay, I will gladly pay the 2. And then finally, I believe I will just do Menace and Trample to my creatures.
It gives all the creatures that?
All the creatures. Ugh. Go to blockers.
The Menace is really tough here because I'd have to double block literally everything, and it's just looking like no matter how I block, I'm kind of out of luck here. I think I'm just done. Okay, I will use my 2 creatures to block your Mishra. So I will take 20 damage. And then die. And then I die to a Phyrexian Dragon Engine.
Good game. You took one. You took one. Wow.
I'll shake your hand, Josh.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I won. I actually won. The curse is lifted. I won on game nights.
What are you pointing at?
Isn't it gonna be like a trophy? Like an effect of like a trophy, and then my face is on the trophy and it turns into Mishra, and it's this whole thing? Don't you guys have a whole effects team?
That was a crazy game of Commander. I can't believe just how powerful Mishra was.
I gotta say, meld doesn't happen very often in my experience. And in this game, it happened 3 times, plus Jimmy made a copy and swung with it, so that was kind of nuts.
When you're looking at the cards in this set, go for what you think is gonna be the most fun, the most flavorful, the most you. For me, it was Mishra Meld, and I'm so glad that I made that choice.
It's always great to have Prof in town. He's such a bright, fun spirit.
Prof is like very down to earth, very funny. It felt like playing with a friend. Glad we got to play brothers. That was fun.
And let this be a lesson to kids. If you play dirty, you're gonna end up in the dirt, like Josh Lee Kwai.
You know, the funny thing is I know Prof's gonna like needle me about the deal that I supposedly broke in this game for a number of years now, but like, he should have known not to trust me. Every time we sit down and play, he's like, I don't trust you. So nothing's really changed. All right, congratulations to the professor. Wow. You know, it's bound to happen someday. He's been on like 20, 25 episodes, never won before this, so congratulations to the prof.
That's right, he's never won a game of Magic the Gathering in his life.
Yeah.
Until today. I'm so honored, finally. Yeah, we can give him that honor and privilege. That's fantastic. Well, Prof definitely did it. There were some fireworks at the end, and it was
a lot of melding. I was surprised by the amount of melding.
A lot of melding.
Yeah, so pretty cool.
And a lot of dying. A lot of dying.
Yeah, by us. If you want to get your hands on any of these cool meld cards, or any of the cards from the Brothers War, go on over to cardkingdom.com/command. That's our affiliate link. You know, you're a Magic player. You're watching this show. You want to get Magic cards. You may as well just use our affiliate link when you do, because you'll be supporting the content you enjoy and also using what we consider to be the best Magic retailer that exists. Card Kingdom has the customer service. They have the shipping speed, like we talked about in the intro. This is that time of year. You're buying gifts for friends, or friends are hopefully buying gifts for you. And it's really important that those things get to you on time, at the time promised by the retailer. And Card Kingdom, they do what they're gonna say. They ship it out right away. They get you things super, super fast. cardkingdom.com/command zone. It's just the best of all worlds.
And another great gift to give to yourself or friends is the gift of Ultra Pro product, because there are so many amazing things that people just need. Binders, sleeves, play mats, deck boxes, you name it. ultrapro.com/command has got you covered, because there's a lot of stuff on there, and they have amazing deals as well all throughout the year. So it's a great way to also kind of save on your holiday shopping and getting a gift that you know is gonna be used either by yourself or someone else. I just bought a bunch of new binders recently. They have great colors, so I can color code my collection. It's a great way to shop for stuff that you know you're gonna use. ultrapro.com/command. Josh and I have trusted them for pretty much our entire card playing game careers, and I still have sleeves and stuff back from when they first started. They hold up. Ultra Pro's got great stuff.
Yeah, and Ultra Pro's also awesome because they give us a bunch of stuff to give away to you. And of course, every single episode of Game Nights, we pick a bunch of lucky winners out there, and we ship off a bunch of Ultra Pro swag, and we throw in some Game Night stuff, some booster packs.
The playmats we played on the show, signed by the people playing on that episode?
Signed by the professor.
Wow.
Nobody cares about our signature, but Prof's, that's something.
That's some chicken scratch I want on my table, and you can win it as well by following these easy, simple directions. There are 3 ways to enter. The first is on Twitter. All you have to do is tweet an episode link to this episode and use the hashtag GameNights, Nights with a K, and your tweet, and that's it. And you can say anything you want. You can go to Facebook, find our Facebook page, and navigate to the Command Zone page, and you can find the post that's sharing this episode, and just tag a friend in the comments, someone that you think would love to see the game or maybe the professor in action. And finally, you can go to Instagram and just use the hashtag GameNights on any post between now and the entry period. So the entry period is 1 week from the release date of this video. So 1 week from today, no more entries will be taken. We will choose the winner then. You have that period of time to enter any of the 3 ways or all 3 if you so choose.
Yeah, you should probably enter all 3 because that's a 300% chance to win.
300% better than entering one way. That's very true.
Yeah, there's 100% and there's 300%, and that's just math.
Yeah, and you don't want to be 200% because you're just leaving some value on the table.
I'm getting confused by all the percentages now. Anyway, go to social media. Try and win the stuff. It's free.
Yeah, and we give it away every single episode. You're going to want these playmats. They're super fun.
Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time.
Peace out.